What's up, guys? This is Teddy Boy with Apex Gaming Esports. Alchemy just dropped today. Just logged into the client, did the update, bought a few packs, and this is the first deck I wanted to try out. It's Blue Red Burn. There's a bunch, I think at least four of the new Alchemy set cards in it, and it looks really strong. I feel like this was maybe an archetype that Wizards wanted, but then it wasn't as strong as they thought, or at least just some kind of burn deck. Wasn't as strong as they thought, so they gave it a lot of support in Alchemy. But yeah, we'll just do a quick deck tech, and then we'll get into some matches here. So first up, I went blue, red blue, because of the strength of expressive iteration. Um, I mean, this card's just insane. It's basically always a 2 mana draw two, especially in a deck like this where you have so many non-land hits off of it. And then consider cantripping. We're running some prowess and the Thermal Alchemist, which pings every time you cast an instant or sorcery. So like having a lot of cantrips in a deck like this is great. Fading Hope. I feel like Fading Hope's still really important right now with everyone casting the Hallbreaker Whores and Leers and trying to tap out and do stuff like that, which I still think Hallbreaker Whore and Leer is going to be really, really strong in Alchemy here. We'll see how much the new Alchemy cards sway that, but Epiphany is like pretty hard nerfed, but Hallbreaker Whore and Leer didn't get touched. So, and they were already really powerful players in the format. For Play with Fire, best burn spell we can play really. For Spikefield Hazard, gonna max out on those since it doubles as a land. Let's get to the threats. We got 4 Frenzied Geist Blaster. So this is a new Alchemy card. It's a human wizard 2/2 prowess. When it enters battlefield, if there are 20 more instant or sorcery cards among cards in your graveyard, hand, and library, you may discard a card. If you do, seek an instant or sorcery card. Seek is a new keyword, not new, sorry, but it's a keyword ability for, it's only on the digital only cards. But what that's going to do is just generate a random card out of your deck that meets the conditions. So in this case, it meets the condition of being an instant or sorcery card. So this card seems really strong. 2/2 prowess is great in this deck, and then you can just turn a bad draw into gas. You can turn that 4th land that we didn't want in our hand. Now it's just another burn spell, another expressive iteration or whatever. Thermal Alchemist, Defender 0/3, tap it, deal 1 damage to opponent whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, untap it. What this is gonna do, you can consider it like a 1/3 unblockable with vigilance almost. Which that's strong in itself, but then every single spell we cast, it's just an extra damage added onto it. So even our consider now says deal 1 damage, when you have one of them out. And then Play with Fire is now just a lightning bolt with that upside of Scry 1, Royal Eruption 2 mana, deal 4. So it turns all of our bad burn spells into like the average, the good modern burn spells if you've ever played modern. All right, we got Bloodthirsty Adversary, haste. This card already existed. Everyone probably knows this card, but you get to pay the kicker, put an extra +1/+1 counter on it, and then flashback a spell. So this is just gas later. It becomes a like a 3/3 haster, which is totally fine. And then you get to flashback a burn spell. You're hoping to flashback a Royal Eruption or maybe an Electrostatic Blast later with this card. Electrostatic Blast, 1 red, deals 2 damage to any target. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play one of those cards until end of turn, and it's an instant. So this is another digital only card in the Alchemy set. If you notice, it says when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, exile the top 3 cards. It does not say until end of turn like these effects normally do. So that's just for the rest of the game until you can get another instant or sorcery spell cast. You will proc that effect, just until that happens the next time. So it could be 3 turns later before you get to cast your next spell or something. Hopefully not, but you will still get to look at the top 3 cards and exile one. So this card just seems incredibly strong in a deck like this. Like this with combination of expressive iteration, I feel like you're never gonna run out of gas in this deck now. Royal Eruption, probably one of the best burn spells we have in Alchemy right now. So you have to play 4. Expressive iteration, I already touched on the strength of that card. And then this is a new one. This one's really cool. Toralf's Disciple. 2 in a red, haste. When it attacks, conjure 4 cards named Lightning Bolt into your library and then shuffle. And that is every time it attacks. So, and it's a haster, so it's very likely to get to attack at least once. But this card is sweet. Lightning Bolt is the best burn spell ever printed. And, you know, the fact that this card just pumps your deck full of them. And then you have, you know, Electric Static Blast and Expressive Iteration to go find, you know, to dig through your deck and hopefully hit several of them along the way. Like that could really close out the game. Plus, it's just a 3-mana 3/3 haster, which is totally fine in an aggro deck. Sideboard, it's extremely hard to tell what the sideboard is going to be. I got 2 Disdainful Strokes, usually always strong. Counters Leer, which is really important right now. Counters, you know, any board wipes really. Burning Hands, gotta have these against mono green. Brittle Blast, this is another new card. Instant, creatures and planeswalkers your opponents control perpetually gain. If this permanent would die, exile instead. Deals 5 damage to creature or planeswalker. So this is great. It's pretty good against mono green as well because it snags Old Growth Troll. And you're very happy about that. And then we got 2 Flame Blessed Bolt. Wait, I can't scroll for some reason. Let's look in this view. That was weird. It wouldn't let me scroll down and see the rest of my cards. 2 Flame Blessed Bolt. Probably bringing this in against like mono white, or if there's any other type of, you know, there's a few good zombies that got printed, so like could maybe be good against them. 1 Malevolent Hermit, 2 Tests of Talents in case anyone's still trying to run Epiphany, or it's just probably good against any control deck, you know, so you can snag a board wipe or something. And then 3 Cinderclasm. I feel like mono white's going to be really good with some of the cards that got printed, so I want to have these Cinderclasms. And almost all of our threats dodge Cinderclasm. Dodge it. I was running Delver. Ended up swapping it out for Bloodthirsty Adversary, which I feel like is just a much better card. I hate that we don't have a 1-drop threat, but it is what it is. That's how standard is right now. There's just hardly any good 1-mana threats. All right, let's without further ado, let's get into some Alchemy games. I'm super excited for this set, guys. Let me know how excited you are, any reservations you have. I understand there's a little bit of controversy and, you know, there's some discontent with how Wizards has handled announcing and creating Alchemy, and I totally understand it. I feel like it's a little unfair to Historic to do it this way. But other than that, I'm excited for this. I think it'll be much more fun to play Standard. Standard was always one of my favorite formats, but I think this will just make Standard even better. And, you know, it'll be more balanced. Like Epiphany, everyone knew Epiphany needed nerfed or banned, but at least it's now nerfed, and we can try some different strats, like this strat. This hand's not great. We don't have any blue, but we do have this Electrostatic Blast is gonna, you know, if we fire this off on turn 2, the next turn we can play this and hopefully get our 3rd land and start casting these Toralf's Disciples. So I'll try it. I'm so excited for this card. Alright, so let's play the top spike field. Iteration, not bad. So let's just hold up the Electrostatic Blast because it is an instant egg. Alright, can't kill the egg. We'll just go face then. Adversary. Alright, so we're just gonna fire this off and we're gonna trigger our Electrostatic Blast. We will find a land. Alright, let's play this land. Now you only get to play one of these 3 cards. as I understand it. See, the other two go away. But we'll just hold up this Fading Hope, and I'll let them put some counters on their egg, and then I'll bounce it. And then we get the scry off of this as well. If we hit land, I'm not sure what we'll do. The next turn is either cast this and get in, or cast this, but I'm just not. Okay, so this is another blue-red deck. Assuming this is probably like a blue-red Hullbreaker Horror, or maybe just blue-red dragons. We'll keep that land. Now, I think since they're leaving mana up, they probably have removal, so we will just iteration here. We'll put this Eruption in our hand, and we'll cast the Consider this turn. I could have gone for 2 burn spells there, which might have been better. But I do want to get to like land number 5 for this adversary and stuff, so. Ooh. This card's so nasty. I think we have to keep this. Draw this card. This card's just so good right now. Next turn we cast this. Oh, electric. Okay, I thought that was a new card. I haven't seen that yet. No, it's just discard a card, draw 2 cards, but then flashback. So they cast their egg and then Tormenting Voice. I'm assuming these guys are running the copy spell with all these. The Galvanic Iteration works really well with these. What is the strat here? The egg makes Toralf's Disciple a bit worse, being able to block it pretty well. We could just fire off Royal Eruption and then cast an Electrostatic Blast on their end step. I think that's probably it. We're actually have a lot of burn in our hand. I could have tried to hit land this turn if I cast this first and then cast that, but I didn't want to whiff on the exile, so we'll just pass another turn here. Hopefully you can't flip this egg this turn. If they do flip egg, we could try to burn it out, but it's going to take at least 2 burn spells, which is not great. Probably bring in Brittle Blast. Okay, that can flip egg and let them cast spells. They're running so many of the discard draw spells. So I'm sure we're going to get Galvanic Iteration at some point. But are they still running Epiphany with it? Okay, so we hit land. I think we played Disciple. We have this proc still. I think we played. This is tough. No, that doesn't line up very well. I think we just. Oh man. It's tough because I don't want to fizzle this this Electrostatic Blast trigger by not hitting anything, and then like because I was thinking play this, and play the land, and maybe be able to kill this if they block. But okay, I think we play this and attack. If they block, then we're happy with that anyways, and we just kill this even if we don't get this trigger. Okay, they block, we'll just kill it. We're fine with that. Yeah, we don't get to do our Electrostatic Blast thing, but if that flips, there's just almost no way we win. Badrick. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day. Instant sorcery spells cost X less, where X is Badrick's power. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, put a counter on it. Okay, so they windfall for 3 mana. They have 3 mana now, and everything costs 1 less. So if we ever pass the turn without playing anything, this is gonna get a counter. Okay, they have another egg. Mountain. So our options are play Adversary on 5, play Disciple and attack, play activate Bugbear and attack. I think best look is gonna be cast the Adversary for 5, since that would be using our mana most efficiently. What do we get though? We can get Fading Hope that egg. We could Royal Eruption or Electrostatic Blast and kill the Vadrik. We could even Iteration or something. Vadrik is probably going to have to block soon. Honestly, I think we're Electrostatic Blast and going face. This might not pay off super well, but we have 8 bolts in our deck now. So we got a lot of good top decks. And they're going to be at 5. Plus the next instant or sorcery spell we cast is going to reveal 3 cards off the top of our deck. Cleansing Wildfire. Sure. We'll grab an island. This target trample and +X. Are they trying to storm off on us here? They might be trying to do sort of like a storm thing, because like seize the spoils and unexpected windfall, when you reduce the cost by 2 on both of those, they're net neutral on mana, so you can just kind of infinitely cast them. So this is kind of gross. And then he's going to be able to flip the egg and go crazy. He's got enough. Okay, that one cost him mana, but he still is churning through his deck. 4 mana left. Egg is on 5. Opponent is at 5. And we have 8 bolts in our deck. Okay, they have Electrostatic Blast. That doesn't flip the egg because it's reduced in cost, and it's on how much mana you pay, not the CMC of the spell or anything. Cleansing Wildfire flips Smoldering Egg. This deck is sweet. They get their choice of cards off of the Electrostatic Blast trigger. They can take another Anger, reduce the cost of their spells even more. They only have 2 mana left though. Okay, wow. Alright, so we can cast this attack, and then it increases their chances of hitting a, well, they're just dead if we play this in attack. I just wanted to increase their chances of hitting a lightning bolt. Alright, this is going to look like BM, but I'm going to play this Play with Fire before damage, because I want to see if we hit 2 bolts. 2 bolts off of that. Nice. Okay, so these for the eggs are going to be important. Other than that, We need these Fading Hopes to deal with the eggs. Could maybe trim, you know, like one Consider. I hate trimming any like Royal Eruptions. It's literally like her best burn spell. Can't really trim Spikefield Hazard because that's a land. Hermit could be good too, actually. I actually like Hermit. Countering those spells where discarding a card is part of the cost. It's just a free 2-for-1 if you ever get to counter one of those. So I actually like Hermit. Let's see. So now we got 2 more cards. The rest of the cards I have I feel like are pretty good in this matchup, so I don't really want to trim anything else too much. So I trim another Consider, and we can just trim. We'll just trim one Royal Eruption. If you guys have any sweet decks, you know, you want to try on Alchemy, or maybe don't have the wild cards to try or anything, you can link them in the comments, and you know, we'd be interested in trying them out on our channel sometime. Okay, so we got the Frenzied Geist Blaster this game. This hand's fine. We played this tapped on turn 1, play this on turn 2, and then we have untapped mana the rest of the game. Unless we draw another den. I mean, we don't get to play with fire on turn 1 if we need to, but I think that's okay. And he's got egg. Ooh, Thermo. You like always want to get down Thermo as soon as you can. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep bumping my desk. It's either Thermo or Geist Blaster. I don't have a clear card I want to discard to Geist Blaster, so let's just go for Thermo. Only upside to playing Geist Blaster over the Thermo here would be if they would happen to block this, but I can't see any reasonable player wanting to block that. Bergie, that is sick. All right, let's take care of Bergie, because our opponent would definitely storm off. Are we electrostatic blasting? I don't think so, because we wouldn't be able to get anything out of the trigger. So let's just play our Stormcarved Coast, activate this, play with fire this. This is, you know, this stinks as a 2-for-1, but we're almost definitely losing this game if we let them on top with Bergie. And we still get burned by all the Thermo Alchemist triggers, so. Windfall, so good with Smoldering Egg. Played in we had a team trios event, you know, where we had one player on standard, one player on pioneer, one player on modern. I was on standard, and I played an egg, Hallbreaker Horror, Unexpected Windfall deck, and I had a blast. Okay. I would love to be able to kill egg, but I just don't think that's in the cards this hand. Our other cards are so good. I don't know what I want to pitch to this Geist Blaster. We might just pitch something and see if we can hit our 3-mana removal spell for this, or the Unsummon or Fading Hope. So let's activate this. I'm gonna start with an iteration. We'll put the blast in our hand. This on the bottom, exile this. This is good too. We have land number 5 next turn, so. And we'll just get rid of one of these blasts. Okay, we do hit the Fading Hope, so that's good. Hopefully we can Fading Hope the egg and get in with Geist Blaster next turn, but This isn't great if they can flip egg and just start, you know, pinging our Geist Blaster off the board. They opt to play another Burgie. And they play Vagic, so they don't flip egg. Wow. Vagic's good. They still have mana up, though. Seizes the spoils, is not gonna flip egg. They get another mana with Burgie. Electric Revolution flips egg. Dude, this deck just storms off, and our opponent's like empty-handed too. No, I mean not now, but they keep going down to their last card to. All right, we take 4. All right, very luckily our opponent was not able to ping our board to pieces, so hopefully we can have a good turn here. Okay. So we're going to activate this. Let's kill the Vagic. Trigger Prowess, untap turn. Activate this. Fading Hope the dragon. Before I went for the Burgie when they had the egg out, but now that this is flipped, we are definitely worried about that that dragon more than Burgie. Okay. Can't Brittle Blast anything. I think we just take that Consider, take the free card. Let's just go ahead and play the free combat. We'll mill that Geist Blaster. Kind of. There you go. That's a pretty good hit. Opponent's gonna go to 7 if they don't block this, and I can imagine that they would want to block it when they have with their Burgie there. See, I don't know what our opponent's win con is beside the egg, and if we can keep the egg like at bay, you know, then I think they're just trying to storm off with an egg on the battlefield and kill us, but they just haven't quite been able to do it yet. This deck is super sweet though. I love decks like this. So opponent's 7 down to 6, and we have Royal Eruption or Bloodthirsty Adversary in our hands, so. Okay, pass. Alright, so the play's gotta be Bloodthirsty. So let's activate this first. This forces them to block with. Well, it doesn't force them to block with Burgie actually. So I think we just Bloodthirsty and get. We actually don't have a 3 damage removal spell either, so that's kind of tough. All right, so actually the play is Royal Eruption the Burgie and play the Malevolent Hermit and hold up a counter spell. I think that's got to be the play here. Bloodthirsty's not great because this will be a 3/3. Our Bloodthirsty will be a 3/3, and this just gets to block one of them. Well, no, we put them to 2, so then they have to trade with Burgie because we'll get 2 damage. Or is it just better just to kill Burgie and play Hermit? I think it's probably better just to kill Burgie and play Hermit. Probably hold Hermit until end step to make them think about blocking a little more. Not end step, but second main. So We hold up 3 mana, they gotta consider. They gotta think a little more before they block, at least. Badger, okay. We don't play any non-creature spells. So that should be game. This deals 4, and then we just adversary and get the Royal Eruption. Well, better ping first. There we go. Okay, blue-red burn, taking down our first match with it. All right, we will take the play. This hand's okay. The Fading Hopes can either be really good or really bad, but I don't think we can mulligan this. Let's play this on 1, in case we would draw our second one. Okay, so maybe mono white. That makes Fading Hope pretty good. Hopefully they don't have like Apparition or whatever the other one's called. Storm Carved. They foretold a card, so it could be a Doomscar. Let's just go ahead and get our damage with Thermal Alchemist now. You don't want to just pass and then let them kill that without getting something extra out of your Royal Eruption. Angel of Eternal Dawn. Huh. Okay, new card from the Alchemy set that we get to see. So this is pretty good though. We get to tempo them pretty hard here. So Fading Hope it. Untap again. We get to scry. We'll send that land to the bottom for sure. And we'll ping you again. Okay, consider. Royal Eruption is great. You can see how much damage Thermal Alchemist can contribute. Only thing is we're gonna be just about out of gas after this turn. Let's just wait. I don't know how many activations this has been so far, but I mean it's a lot. What, at least like 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's activated on all these, so it's at least like 6 activations. Ooh, they get to gain 2 every turn now for the rest of the game. That is not great. That kind of outpaces our Thermal Alchemist. Yep. So I think like Bloodthirsty Adversary might be one of our best draws here. I was really hoping they would just play their creature. Alright, so we get to get in with Den of the Bugbear, which that's it. I mean, that's a lot of damage. They're gonna go down to 5, but then they gain 2 back up to 7. And we don't have this Fading Hope held up anymore. Next turn we do, if they play like the Angel again, we get to play land, Fading Hope it, and get in with Den, which, is that lethal? Oh, never mind, they just off the Field of Ruin, okay. Get Island in case we want to. Oh wow, they have removal now too. Do we save our own Thermal Alchemist? It's not really doing a lot. Definitely activate it. I think we have to let this go. We're kind of doomed here anyways. I'm almost out of gas, so Thermal Alchemist isn't great when facing this Cosmos Elixir anyways. This card got buffed, right? Did it get buffed or nerfed? I don't remember what the change was. Spikefield Hazard is not great. So we kind of ran out of gas here. We didn't hit any of our expressive iterations or the 2 mana deal 2 and then exile the top 3 the next time you cast a spell. We didn't hit that card. Those we gotta hit, you know, one of those to really keep the gas in our hand. Black white angel control. Okay. Fading Hope's pretty good against these tokens. Against one of the tokens anyways. Yeah, might as well scry and try to hit it's just not good enough here. They just get to block it and kill it. We really need Bloodthirsty Emissary. That's about the only live draw we have. Okay, that's fine. We just are sending this face. We're sending all these face. Okay, iteration. Iteration. Oh, wow, we don't get to cast. Okay. Iteration in our hand. Bottom this, exile this. We get to play this. No attacks. Still in a lot of trouble, but we did hit some gas. Opponent is at 5. They're gonna go up to 7, and they've got some big creatures blocking us. Do they attack with this 4/4? You know, we're still at 20, so we have a ways to go before we die. But if they stabilize, it just doesn't matter anyways. Oh, they do it on X1, so they get to gain another life. Oh, these have vigilance. Never mind. I was kind of hoping they attacked with it, but okay, that's a good draw, but that's still not 2, 5. So we can still start with iteration. Do a 7 mana. Play land. This really sucks, but I think we are using this adversary to Fading Hope. The token. Thermo just isn't doing much against that elixir. I don't know if we have any outs right now. Gotta offer them the chance to not block, you know? Angel of Eternal Dawn. Opponent's up to 10. We have seemingly no way to get through these angels. Yeah. It's a great card, but it's not going to do it here anyways. That's probably still our best draw. We could Fading Hope the other angel, or we could just like go for value and hit an expressive iteration. I think that might be the move. Oh wait, I can do it twice? Holy, I didn't realize I was at 8. So let's Fading Hope one of the angels and then also iteration. Or we Fading Hope. We Fading Hope, send Royal Eruption to their face, we can get them to 1, but then they just go back up. And we are in top deck mode. So that's Fading Hope and Iteration. Since we're going to get them pretty low here, I think I'm okay with taking... we gotta... Let's see, we can cast Consider this turn because we can still play that land. So let's put the Alchemist in our hand. Bottom this and exile the Consider. Bottom that land. And that's a 4/4 adversary, so that's a lot better. Oh, the 4/4 adversary would have been lethal. Ah, no. Fun. Oh, I have to. Now I'm trolling. Okay. I'm super hard trolling now. 4/4 adversary. I forgot that it's a 4/4, not a 3/3. I was counting 9 points of damage if we bounce the Angel plus get Royal Eruption. So that is just an egregious punt by me. Big Meat Hook Massacre. Gonna wipe the board. Yeah. They're back up to 7. We get to play 2 Thermal Alchemists. And it has Angel and 2 Unknowns. Righteous Valkyrie, that's gonna gain them a lot of life. Now they're up to 13. Jeez. Okay, that's probably the best draw we could ask for right now. Let's see how much work this can do. Okay. Is this enough? So 9, 6, 4. I think we just killed them. Put this in our hand. Bottom. Exile. I think we just killed them. I think after I just punted so bad, I think we killed him. Let's get this. Wait. Can I kick this? Do we want to kick it? 7. Deal 5. No, kicking is not worth it. Okay, play with fire. Untap. That's great. Yeah, they're dead this turn anyways. Wow. Alright. So ignore the absolute horrendous punts. Right, don't cast the Consider. And let it go to exile, and then I just miss lethal. Ignoring that, we just killed our opponent through like 40 life, basically. So that's pretty sick. Okay. Disdainful Stroke seems okay. Other than that, Brittle Blast seems great. Let's cut a couple Considers. Fading Hope seems great. Cut a Play with Fire. Cut a Royal Eruption. We gotta... I just really want to be able to Disdainful Stroke that Elixir. So maybe Hermit is worth it too. But now we're just like really cutting down the amount of burn we're running. Maybe we'll just cut like a Toralf's Disciple. Because this card isn't getting through a bunch of the time. So maybe the answer is cut more of these. It's probably to cut more of these. We probably want to keep our burn. And just like trim on these a bunch. They just have plenty of good blockers for this. It's like even the adversary provides value, and then even the Geist Blaster can get pumped up enough to get through their blocks, but this is just like never getting through. Honestly, let's just cut all 4 and add our Consider back. Just seems like not a great card in this matchup. I know what it does is great, but overall, it just doesn't pair up very well against their creatures. So, blue-red burn versus the life gain deck. Let's see if we can squeak out another win. Got a lot of action, just no threats at all. But we do have our Disdainful Stroke too. And Brittle Blast. So I'm gonna keep. Fading Hope number 2 isn't great. Hopefully they play that 1/3 Angel here and we can just kill it with Royal Eruption real quick. If they run it. Yeah, that one. That was a really good draw. Okay, fire off this iteration. We gotta hit land. We do hit land. We'll put this blast in our hand. Kind of stinks. They could just slam Elixir now, but we had to draw lands. Okay, they don't have Elixir, but they have Righteous Valkyrie, which is really not great. So we could Thermo and just like bounce this. Or we could Electrostatic Blast their face, bounce it, and try to hit a land this turn. I think that might be the move. Let's do that. We gotta try to hit lands. We do hit land. Sweet. Oh, this is... Oh, wait, no. We can't cast both of them. We'll keep that land on top. I was wanting to Stormcard Fading Hope, but we could Stormcard Fading Hope this. Or we could just see if they play that other Angel again, and we can Fading Hope it. Our hand looks decently strong here. We just gotta hopefully dodge the Elixir another turn. He didn't play it. He didn't just slam it on turn 4, which I would imagine that's what you would do against my deck if he had it. Gonna Field of Ruin my den. Sure. We'll get an island, I guess. Field of Ruin my den is cool with me. So that means you're not really advancing your board anymore this turn. He can go land Righteous Valkyrie, which is fine. We'll just Fading Hope it again. We'll take 2. Land number 5. Yay, nay. Opponent in the tank. I'm very happy that we've been able to dodge Cosmos Elixir. I wonder how many our opponent runs. We don't have... Oh, I definitely meant to add Prismari Command in the sideboard of this deck. Because it's really good against Asika's Chariot now. Since Asika's Chariot only makes... Oh, they just pass. Let's just fire this off with their face then. Okay. I really want to get down Thermo Alchemist and start pinging them because we got to kill them. But I can't play any. So I could go Thermo Alchemist, Fading Hope this Angel, and then I could just be playing right into removal too, which is kind of annoying. I want to hold up Disdainful Stroke though too. So let's just Thermo Alchemist. If they have removal, they have removal, and we'll just hold up Disdainful Stroke. Disdainful Stroke kind of stinks though because it's going to trigger our Electrostatic Blast, and then we don't get to get our value off of it. Okay, so we could Fading Hope our Thermo Alchemist, and then trigger this and hopefully hit a land and save our creature. I think that's fine. Okay, we did hit land. I'll bottom this other one. Sweet. Could replay or hold up Disdainful. They haven't played Elixir yet, so let's just replay it. We really got to start burning them. Okay, they have another Vanishing Verse. That's fine. We are definitely getting in there with Bloodthirsty then. And I'll probably just send an Electrostatic Blast at their face. Hopefully they don't have a third Vanishing Verse. Do we play? I don't think there's much of a reason to play this as a land. We could use it as a cheap way to trigger the burst next turn. Plus it's just 1 point. Oh, what does this do? Ghost form counter. Exile. Okay, that's fine. Okay. That would have been great to de-stroke that. They're at 11. And we do not have much of a board presence. Oof. They're at 11 and we only have 4 points of burn in our hand. I hate this. This feels like we're playing to lose this game, but I'm going to play this Hermit and I'm going to Royal Eruption the Kaya. Okay, so we hit. I probably should have started off with the Royal Eruption and see what we hit here, because casting that iteration would have been sweet. But let's just play with Fire their face then. Bottom that. So we're gonna Brittle Blast that for sure. This is nice. We get to Brittle Blast it and then get in for 2. It looks like a good Disdainful Stroke target. Okay. Oh, that's amazing. Opponent is not dead. I think we're just Brittle Blasting it. Yeah. Yep, that's the move. Brittle Blast, get in for 5, and then we got 2 points of burn in our hand. Malevolent Hermit, not doing much, but it has got us 4 points of damage, so that's sweet. They have a cave for the Frost Dragon here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's just do this. Good game. River Eruption. There you go. All right, so a few punts from me, I'll say. We'll phrase it like that. All right, we're on the play again. This hand is keepable, I think. We got one of our best cards, Electrostatic Blast, and we've got Consider to draw some cards. Bloodthirsty Adversary is another one of our best cards for sure. Okay, that's a really good 2-drop. So we'll play this. I think since they showed blue-black, we'll just get rid of this Fading Hope. I mean, Fading Hope's really good against Leer, though. Maybe it's get rid of Play with Fire. Or we could just not get rid of anything. Let's pitch this Play with Fire. Like expressive iteration would be sick. We would love to play expressive iteration next turn. Looks like they got removal. Nope. Merfolk. Merfolk. Okay. So that's iteration. Play with fire. Oh, we did not hit land. That's tough. That is tough. I don't think our opponent's just like a Merfolk deck. They might be some sort of mill deck. I'm not sure. Crabs are still legal, right? The Crabby boys. No, those were Wait, Zendikar is legal. Zendikar is legal. I'm trolling. Oh, they have our land. Alright, let's draw a land. So we could play with fire their face and try to increase our odds of hitting land. Let's do it. Play with fire you. This, can get us one card deeper. Make a makeshift preordain here. It does kind of stink if we just see land on top and then we're like, okay, well now we just scry to the top twice, basically. I mean, I'm not gonna be greedy. Maybe we're jamming Taralf's Disciple next turn. Geist Blaster getting it for 4. That's a lot of damage from this guy. That's 7 damage this card's put out. Plus got us value by getting that iteration. We've been really mana screwed this game if it weren't for that iteration. Getting through those cards. Oh, there's 2 more lands to the grave. Can you sack these yet? Okay, flunks our Frenzied Geist Blaster. Okay, land number 4. So yeah, I think we're just jamming this Taralf's Disciple. Might have another removal spell or a counter. He let me attack. Opponent's at 8, and we just added 4 lightning bolts to our deck. And we have Thermal Alchemist, Electrostatic Blast, Adversary in our hand. Attacks with 1, does not want to. Ooh. Jeez. What is the move here? So we could Terolf's Disciple and then like try to Fading Hope the if he's he's leaving back blocker, so I'm assuming that they don't have any more removal. Plus they left 2 mana up last turn and didn't remove this, so I'm gonna read that they don't have removal here, which in that case I think the best play is to play this, bounce this, and jam, and then now we've got 12 bolts in our deck. Okay, Deluge, sure, so they're probably gonna find some answers here, but they're tapped out. I did make sure Auto Tapper was going to leave my blue mana up before I cast that. Fading Hope that. They're going to sack it and draw a card, which is fine. Oh, they don't. What? Land's great. Land's great. That lets us Bloodthirsty Adversary. Oh, it's gonna shuffle anyways, still. But that's fine. We had to cast that pre-combat. Land on top of our deck is sick, but you know what's even better? Lightning Bolt. So 12 out of 51 cards are just Lightning Bolt now. So ridiculous. Plus this card just being a 3 mana 3/3 haster, man, it's just gets in for a lot of damage. They're gonna play like Leer or something. Blunk. It's an interesting deck. And I'm really surprised they didn't just opt to draw a card. Okay, they bolt. Jeez. So let's just go to attack and maybe we might as well, because it's going to put more bolts in our deck, so we can blast, bolt, and then hopefully we hit just another bolt, and it's like impossible for us to lose. I mean, it's pretty much impossible for us to lose right now anyways. But this will put us up to 20 bolts in our deck, or 19 if you don't count this one. Okay, they're gonna... What are they gonna do? Oh, don't give me more mana. Don't give me more mana. Let's get another mountain. So let's just fire this off now. They have a counter. They do. Test of Talents. Should we let them see all the bolts in our deck? I mean, they know about all the bolts in our deck. I mean, yeah, sure. I could have bolted a response and like it'd probably killed them. Okay, they skipped to seeing the bolt in our hand anyways. All right. Game 2. So this is just some sort of control deck. I'm just gonna bring in Test and Hermit. I don't know about Disdainful Stroke. Like they're probably a Leer deck, which like I'd want Disdainful Stroke for, but I don't want to, you know, I want to burn them out for sure. So, and we'll leave the Disciples in this game. Probably trim like 2 Considers and a Play with Fire maybe. Try that. Ugh. I probably should have trimmed some more Fading Hopes, but that also might just be confirmation bias. But we do have a Geist Blaster that we can cast on 2 and put one of these back in our deck. But we don't have blue at all, so I think this is a mulligan. This hand's okay. Not great. It's really not very good at all. No merfolk. Yeah, I don't think this hand's gonna get there. Our last hand might have been. Okay, that makes it a lot better. Cridle. I don't know how you say this. When blank deals combat damage to a player, lose 1 life and mill card, you gain 1 Cridle. Every attack you may pay 2, and a creature can be blocked this turn. Okay. They mill our Malevolent Hermit, which is kind of sick. Probably playing that. Oh, Geist Blaster's good. Let's just play the Hermit. Or Disturb the Hermit. Benevolent Geist. Got another remove spell? Okay. Bonus down to 3 cards. And we get to cash in one of these Spike Goat Hazards for a better card here, hopefully. They're gaining some life with this Cridle. Geist Blaster. Discard a Spike Foot Hazard. Get an Electrostatic Blast. That I would consider a big upgrade. Do we fire off? Consider. I mean, if we do it, it'll be on their end step anyways. But do we try to go for more prowess triggers? Okay, that's good. Yeah, opponent's on a blue-black rogue, so that's not really control at all. I mean, it's a little controlling. It's more tempo or whatever. Yeah, it can't be blocked. That. Oh, they don't have to pay the. I see. Okay. I thought they were like activating it. I was like, sure. All right, let's. I mean, I guess considering in our main phase would have been better to try to hit a land, but we'll bottom that. Another Geist Blaster and a Royal Eruption. Okay. So I think we just attack. I would. We attack, and I'm casting this and play with fire this turn, but I just don't know if I'm trying to. Yeah, we're going face for sure if we do it. See if they have removal though. Their creatures do get bigger. Ooh, Jawari Disruption. Still get the trigger from the Electrostatic Blast, and we do hit a land. Okay. Next turn is probably Geist Blaster, Royal Eruption, the Thought Thief. Or if we hit land, it could be Adversary. We have. Oh, we milled here. We don't have any Royal Eruptions in our yard though, so it's not. We can't like just kill the Thought Thief with Adversary. They tap out for Deluge. Sweet. We do hit land, but yeah, I don't think that's. Yeah, I think I'm just Geist Blast, get rid of this hazard. Let's just do that before we play the land. Okay, second Royal Eruption, sweet. So, kill this. Oh, that's not the right thing. Get in for 3. Next turn, we can Adversary Flashback Eruption. Crippling Fear is nasty. Okay. Yeah, opponent's got a lot of cards in hand now. That kind of stunk. Ooh, Blast is good. I think we're just adversary getting in while we can, though. Do we just kill this rogue? He's probably gonna gain more life than this 3 damage is worth, so might as well. So maybe I should have prioritized killing it over the Thought Thief. Suspicious Stowaway. And a removal spell for Bloodthirsty. Yep. Alright. Let's blast the Stowaway. Eruption your face. And we just fire off this blast. When it's at 7, we got a Den of the Bugbear and an Electrostatic Blast trigger. But they've got 2 cards left in hand. Okay, ooh, Iteration. Oh, that's so many cards I get to look at this turn. Probably better than like just getting my Den of the Bugbear removed. Turolf's Disciple. Okay, so we gotta think with what we have here too. So I'm probably trying to cast this Blast and this Play with Fire and just like play one of these lands. Or we're casting this Turolf's Disciple. In which case I might want the Spikefoot Hazard land. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Yeah, I think we have to cast this Blast. This plus this puts him at 3. So let's go Play with Fire, hand, Spikefoot bottom, exile Blast, and then I can either cast Blast. Casting Blast for sure. Now it's just either we just cast this because this lets us know what land we need to play for sure. Like if we draw a Royal Eruption, then we're playing that. So we play this land, but if not, we can just play this other den. I guess we keep that. That's good if they have a removal spell for one creature, not the other. Yeah, and then we'll just play this. Kind of stinks. We don't get full value out of that. So maybe it would have been better to wait. There at the sand. Okay. Even if they leave that back, if they don't have anything else, they're still dead. But they're not going to leave it back. What's... Target permanent from that player's graveyard on the battlefield under your control. Okay. Put a Thermal Alchemist out. We're at 4. Play with Fire. I mean, we're activating this and attacking. See if it gets there. Nope. Wait. This flunk does most damage when you're empty-handed, right? Okay, yeah, that resolves. 7 minus the number of cards, yeah, so. Yep, that's dead. And we're dead. Okay. Good game. I might have messed up there. I don't think Dissample Stroke is the move. We're not too scared of the Zareth Sand. That's like the only 4-mana card that they have. And like card above 3 toughness that they have, I think. Alright, see if we can get game 3. We'll play. This hand does not look good. This hand looks pretty good. I think we want both these threats. I think we actually bottom one of these Royal Eruptions. And we'll just play this first. I'm definitely holding the Consider to try to get a Prowess trigger. Geist Blaster. I think we pitch Test of Talents. I don't know. I don't think Test of Talents is very good with this hand. Okay. I'm gonna kill it on their turn before we untap. Nope. Maybe it would have been good because we did see Crippling Fear. Do we? That's fine. Okay. Good hit. That's why I'm like kind of aggressive with getting rid of some of these cards. Like, yeah, they seem okay, but like I would just much rather hit like this or the, I keep forgetting the name of it. The other, you know, deal 2, exile 3. Those cards are just really, really good for us. Yes, Electrostatic Blast. No lands. Let's just put another iteration in our hand. That's a little tough. Really wanted to hit land there and Electrostatic Blast something. Either face or that stowaway. Yeah, this just loots. Oh, Zareth Sand. Oh my gosh. Alright, maybe I was wrong about Zareth Sand. Seems pretty good here. Gets to ninjutsu it onto the battlefield. Gross. Ugh, let's just, I don't know, he just gets it back. Oop. I think we just have to iteration again. Do we have any more cards from the get? Not right now. So if he just gets to block. So maybe it would have been smarter to just try to like cast this burn spell at this and have them trade, but that probably would have been better. Okay. Send this at him. Test of talents. That's kind of painful. All right. Let's cast a consider. Fading Hope's good. So we can bounce the Zerasan in combat. He probably has counter magic, but yeah, let's hold this for just extra triggers. Test of talents. That's fine. Let him declare it as a blocker. And that's a great top deck. Alright. Very roundabout way, but we got rid of Zerasan. And maybe he's gonna play that for sure, but it's really tough because we don't get to hold up Test of Talents here. Probably just gonna hit like Iteration with this. Yeah, we're just hitting Iteration. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Library, exile, play this, we get to hold up Test of Talents now. Oh my god, there's another one. Ah! Wow. Zerasan, maybe we should have been more worried about Zerasan. Hive. Attack with everything. Exile a card. When they get my Royal Eruption? Yeah. Get back my Geist Blaster. Yeah, I don't think we win this. I feel like I should have brought in the the 3-mana deal 5 spell. Yeah, we're dead. All right. Good game. All right. Blue, red, burn on the play. This hand, I think we have to try this. We got 3 threats, and you know, running what, like 27 instants and sorceries. So as long as we draw a few of those, it can be sweet. All right, we'll take that. Basic island could be like a blue-red control, blue-black control. That's what I think of if I see basic island and standard anyways. Consider. That definitely makes me think blue-red or blue-black control. Could be the mirror. Second basic island. We'll play this. It's better to play this blue source if we draw an iteration. We can just cast it without playing a land. No counter magic, no bounce spell. Okay, Sedmore Witch. So we either consider and see if we can hit a burn spell for this witch, or we just jam Disciple. I think I'm down to see if we hit a burn spell. That's not a burn spell, but that's another threat. Is that good? I don't think that's good enough. Let's see if we can hit a burn spell. We don't. Alright, play this Den. A little unfortunate. Maybe jamming the Disciple was the play. They attack with Witch, though. Siphon Insight. Okay. Yeah, these pests are pretty annoying. So that's... They get to keep gaining life, too. So that's kind of why I was like, yeah, let's try to get rid of the Witch. Alright. Let's just, might as well Spikefield Hazard this. Because it's going to block our Disciple, and this stops it from giving them a life. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's 1 point to the face, but at least it can't block this. So we hopefully get to get in there with this now. Alright, Fading Hope's okay. Might just Fading Hope that right now. We'll play this and try to get in there, and then our Scry has more value. So we get some bolts in our deck. Alright, second main. Ping you. Fading Hope that, yes. We don't care too much about the 3 life. We're definitely going to outrace them, so hopefully we scry a bolt to the top here. Or scry something to the bottom and get a bolt on top of our deck. It's very interesting to think about this card, because, like, yeah, we'll bottom that. Normally, you think of a card as, like, how much card advantage it gives you, or, like, something like this. This doesn't, like, give you card advantage, but, like, how much does putting 4 lightning bolts in your deck actually give you? Like, it's not a lot. But I feel like in our deck, it's a bit more because of all the expressive iterations and the card I keep forgetting the name of that exiles 3 cards. So like we can really churn through our deck once we... Alright, replay the Witch. So we're just gonna... Are we... Fading Hope again? I think so. should really... I'm gonna try to hold priority. Should let me... Because I need to... There we go. Need to activate Thermal Alchemist at some point to get this trigger. Okay, they're gonna Fading Hope Thermal Alchemist. That's fine. Play with fire is good. That gets rid of the witch for good. Oh, it gets shuffled anyways. Thank you for getting that. Alright. So, we just got another Fading Hope put in our deck. So we could just like attack and play 2 Thermal Alchemists. And then they're like almost certainly dead. I think that's probably pretty good. Because like, play this Adversary, try to bounce this again, take 3 more damage. They probably like cast this, make a Pest. Go up to 10, take 6. They're at 4. And we have... Or attack, offer trade. They probably still block something. They stay... Let's just get these alchemists down. Well, okay, let's attack. Okay, so I gotta divide by 0 on that. Sure. I'm thinking Thermal Alchemist might be the answer to close out this game because of the pests. Because we still haven't found like a burn spell for the Sedgemoor Witch somehow. But Thermal Alchemist, you know, gets around the pest nicely. Oh, that's another card. Second Witch. That's actually fine. And another creature. Oh, I actually missed this card. Alright, we'll go to 8. Play with Fire is a pretty sweet draw. So... activate these. So we either... They can't make a witch pest this turn. So it might be cast this, kill. We can't kill it. We cannot kill it. Okay. This is 6/4, and then if like Geist Blaster hits a spell off of pitching Adversary, I mean we know it hits a spell, but if it hits a burn spell, I think our odds are really good. So let's Geist Blaster. Seems crazy to get rid of Adversary, but there we go. Lightning Bolt. That's exactly what we wanted to hit. Sure, Play with Fire's fine. Bolt you? Bolt you? Question mark? That's so disgusting. Lightning Bolt? I like how it like has the only art that's in the game is like that you know, that what's it called? Mystical Archive? Or is it something else? Whatever. That art. So I think we just want Honestly, I think if we just run the Cinderclasms, we're fine. Fading Hope was like okay that game, but it wasn't great. They might still be like a Lier deck, but probably not based on some of their cards. So I'll just cut these Fading Hopes and run 3 Cinderclasm instead to deal with Cinderclasm. Is just such a nice answer to Witch. Try it like that. I could go for some of these like counters and stuff, but I wasn't too scared of anything they were doing. Counters are more for like stopping those big problematic things that can just kind of like completely shut us down, like epiphanies and stuff like that. But like Disdainful Stroke would have, like the Cosmos Elixir, like we can't beat that really. We did, but we can't normally beat that. So, ooh, okay. Any hand with a couple electrostatic blasts, I know we're gonna have gas all game. So it's like, sure. All right, that's a good draw. For the mountain. Consider. Ooh, excuse me. Geist Channeler, okay. This is the card I was really interested in. Like, oh, they don't have to reveal it either. Gosh dang, digital only. You gosh dang kids and your digital only mechanics. What do we pitch? Did we pitch? Could pitch this Spikefield Hazard, but it is another land. Yeah, let's pitch that. Every time I'm about to say, like, I'd love to hit Expressive Iteration, it's just there. Okay, now we just kill that. Because they can't play anything. So, we could Iteration, and then hit, and then Play with Fire it. I think this is a good time. Anytime you can just, like, get your caster Iteration and not like fall behind on board, I think it's worth it. We don't get to. Okay, well, we don't get to play an untapped land off of this, but I think we just put this hazard in our hand, and then library, exile this, play this, play with fire, the witch. Yeah, we'll pay 2 life. And then they probably chump this. Okay. I don't know what else you keep this around for though. Like what else does it do? I have another witch. That's fine. So now we can blast and then play the spike field and get the trigger, or we could just like, I think that's probably what we do. That gets us a lot of prowess triggers too. And like I said, we don't care too much about the word burning us, because it's like, if we're ever in a situation where they're beating us down before we get them dead, we're kind of doomed anyways. Alright, this is cool. This gives me a good target for the electrostatic, or for the Spikefield Hazard to trigger the electrostatic blast. Land? No. No lands. Okay. Well, that was... could have been better. Yeah, electrostatic blast, same way as iteration. You're gonna want to not play your land drop yet if you can, because if you ever hit a land off this, it's like, you know, just like kind of free value. You get to do that first. I feel like I need to do a little bit better job of like just casting it and passing the turn and then untapping with all my mana up and that trigger ready to go. Alright, let's just play the Toralf's Disciple and attack. And play this Den. Probably their best look. They're probably looking to do this. Or maybe whatever we gave them. Go fire that? Okay. That's fine. Oh, they got another removal. Okay. That's fine. We just get to adversary and hit like the electrostatic blast. Hopefully. Yeah, let's do that. They're still at 16, which is kind of rough for us. Yeah, definitely hit the blast. Siphon Insight. Good thing I don't have any lightning bolts in my deck yet. Siphon Insight. Opponent said, I'd rather have your cards. We'll just hold the hazard. Oh, iteration. It's so good. No. They missing land? Probably not. But a Hermit in the Grave, and then they get my Geist Blast. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll kill the Geist Blaster. They do have land. Ugh, if they have like... Okay, they just went in and cast. I was really worried that if we go to kill this, they would be able to protect it. Which, I mean, I guess we had the hazard to deal with that. Alright. Let's get the... Let's just play the Disciple. Off of that. So I think it's only the Disciple's only activated once. I think that was the first time we got to activate it. Okay. Witch, Royal Eruption. We know they have an Insight. We can save. We can Royal Eruption the Witch, get the trigger from this. They're going to Siphon Insight for sure, probably. Unless this is something relevant. And then they get the Pest, and we can kill the Pest. And then we still have some cards off of this that we can hit. So I think that's the play. Yes, resolve. Cast your Insight. Yep. Hopefully you don't hit like relevant 1-mana spell. Hopefully it's not Lightning Bolt. If they hit exactly Lightning Bolt, I'm gonna be so upset. Okay, we don't hit Lightning Bolt, but we do hit some good spells. So let's hazard. Attack first. So we're gonna shuffle our deck, and then we'll cast a Play with Fire, and by golly, we got a Lightning Bolt on top of our deck. Okay, please. Top deck the Lightning Bolt for the win. Thermo Alchemist. That's not gonna do it. Oh, They didn't. So we just attack. We just fire this up and attack. And we still have a red mana up, so yeah, I guess we just do it now. Bolt you? Bolt you. Dick. Killing our opponents with lightning bolts and standard, dude. In alchemy, not standard, in alchemy. Play first. Disciple, disciple. Yeah, well, yeah, sure. Disciple, 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 disciple. Disciple, 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 disciple. Bolt, 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 bolt. One can dream, right? Oh, green? That might be annoying. We got a lot of damage in our hand, though. Sculptor of Winter. Perfect. Perfect. Don't you love when your opponent just like plays something that like lines up beautifully with your removal that you had, you know? Get some bolts in our deck. Get some good cards in there. Old Growth Troll. That's pretty upsetty in my spaghetti. I mean, we just have to kill it, right? Sucks. This is why green isn't a great matchup, and that's why I have so many removal spells on the board. But oh, I didn't play land yet. Sure. 8 bolts in our deck. We do have 58 cards in our deck now. Garuk. Ooh, what's he do? Creature in your hand gets +1/+1, costs 1 less to cast. And a Tenacious Pup, 2/3. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, that's really good. Yeah, we're just doing that. Do we kill the Garuk? Oh, his spell book is kind of annoying. Doing this for sure. We're paying for sure. And we're getting Royal Eruption. It's just like, do we kill this and kill the Garuk? Or do we send it? I mean, it's kill this regardless. Right? Because it can just oh yeah. It gets the counter, trample counter, vigilance counter. Oh, that's no matter what. It doesn't matter if you kill that or not. Jeez. Ugh. This is tough. I don't know if we win the game if like that sticks around, but all right, we kill this and get in there. We just go face. We get them down to 9. And we have another haster in our hand, and we got like 12 bolts in our deck, so hopefully that's like enough. Hopefully they just play like one creature. But between the spell book and the Tenacious Pup, and this is gonna be a 3/4. No, it's just a 2/3. Okay. Oh, because he didn't plus, right? Yeah, a 3/3 troll. That's fine. Does he have another creature? Ranger class. That's just a 2/2. Okay. And Blizzard. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bolt? Spike do it. Definitely not Bolt. Yeah, this is why we don't like mono green very much. Man, I guess we're just chilling. We don't have great attacks. Well, no, we attack. Because we trade with this at the worst. And these can't block very well, so. And we get more bolts in our deck. So Barkhide Troll, was that out of his spellbook? I think had to have been, right? Double block will kill the troll. Hold that. That's pretty good. Why wouldn't you do that first? Whatever. Gets a 2/4 vigilance. All his stuff is really big. And this has vigilance. So I think our out is like iteration into bolt. Okay, so we got bolt. So like, if we can, yeah, I mean, if we just draw one more burn spell and don't die next turn, we can get there. But they got lair plus all of these, so we might be dead. 12 plus lair doubled up to like, this has trample. No. So we might be able to win. This has trample. So yeah, we just block something, stay alive, and then top deck a bolt. Top deck bolt or royal eruption. I'm gonna keep Spikefield Hazard in hand because if we draw the electrostatic burst or whatever, it'll trigger that, and that can also give us lethal. Oh wow, I just gained life. He hit Truffle Snout and gains life. Are you serious? Still have outs. 4 life. Attacks with lethal, so we gotta block. Alright, that's probably one of our best draws. Yeah, we don't have the mana anymore. Oh, so close. Dang. So we like definitely had it if he didn't hit Truffle Snout and gain 4 life. Alright, Burning Hands and Brittle Blast are in. And we will take out... do we want Disdainful Stroke too? For like the Garuk and like I'm sure he's playing Ren. Did I not bring him Best Brittle Blast? Nope. Alright, Fading Hope is pretty good too. We'll cut a couple of our Play with Fires, a couple Considers. I would honestly really like to cut a Spikefield Hazard, but I don't know if we can afford to cut any lands. But just like, you know, most matchups, Spikefield Hazard like gets a couple things, but in this one it just doesn't. Let's see, it's probably maybe just another consider, I guess. It kind of stinks going down considers. It's, you know, it's like a good card, but we just need all this burn. Okay. Keep, and we'll bottom an adversary, I guess. Up. Dude, why does it gain a life? Gain a life and really buffs the next creature you play. This card's pretty nasty. Sculptor. So it enters with the counter. Dang. Okay. Let's just fire off consider. Done with that. I mean, it's land, but we're gonna be greedy here because we're pretty far behind already. Den. All right, play. I think we have to play this and put the play with fire on bottom. Play this land. Blizzard Brawl, too good. Yep. So mono green, definitely not a good matchup for blue red. It almost never is a very good matchup. All right, we'll be greedy, fire this off, and bottom exile. All right, kill the wolf. Don't want them drawing cards. So maybe they do only have 2 lands, so maybe we should have killed that. But my hope here is that we can kind of control the game because we do have a pretty good card advantage here. So we'll probably blast Spikefield Hazard the Sculptor. Oh, they will Growth Troll. Yeah. Could try to. Thermo Alchemist thing does not seem great. I mean, we just do this. Spikefield Hazard it. Hopefully we hit land and then we can get down our Thermo Alchemist. Ooh, Burning Hands. To cast it. Okay. Play this. Play the Thermo Alchemist. Opponent's still stuck on 2 lands. Maybe we can hit the one that exiles that. That 3 mana spell that exiles it. Fading Hope's really good. If we're told something. So yeah, let's just blast face. Tap this. Blast face. Fading Hope the troll. Tap this again. Don't forget Tactications. Imagine playing this in paper. It's like you cannot forget those. Alright, we got some good hits. Alright. I think we're just gonna iteration. Yeah, we got an iteration. Burning Hands in our hand. Although that Bloodthirsty would have been sweet in our hand. Alright, so that was pretty solid turn. They do hit land number 3, but it's tapped. And then if they just play this, we get to kind of tempo them out here a little bit. I think we just jam the Disciple. Yeah, we don't have mana. We do have mana to activate this and hold up Burning Hands. That might be even better. They get to block the 1/1 though. I think this is worth it though. This puts on pressure and kind of holds, like, because next turn we get to kill that attack with the 3/3. Plus we get another trigger from Thermal Alchemist. They hit land number 4. And they just Garuk. Well, if they like, this is still pretty good. They're gonna plus. I was gonna say, if they target that, does it show us? I would imagine it doesn't. Let's kill the group. Hang you again. Yeah, let's just start with iteration. Let's start with paying you. Then let's iteration. Could just kill him right here. Or not. And yeah, let's just cast the Disciple. Get some bolts in our deck. Opponent's at 6. 3, really. We're at 7 now. Geist Pack Alpha. Trample when it dies, seek a permanent with mana value equal to the number of lands you control. Okay. Oh, I know what this is. This is that new. Wow, they're Blizzard Balling that and not the Thermal Alchemist? What? Oh my god, this is the card that's gonna kill you. I can't even attack with that anyways. Oh, don't cast this. Do not cast this. We need a spell if we hit. Okay, that's pretty good. So yeah, we needed a spell if we hit Electrostatic Blast. I'm remembering the name now. All right, so we can kill this. What? I gotta look up the Foretell card that they have. I've got to pull it up so I can see exactly if I'm dead or not to that card. I know. Okay, Trample Haste X, where X is the number of turns you've begun since it's been foretold. Oh my gosh. So it's a freaking. Or are they just. No, they're not dead. Are they? I think we have to. So it's a 4/4 and it's probably going to be like a 8/8 trample. But if we can just block with Thermal Alchemist, we're fine. So we kill this. With Brittle Blast, it doesn't get the die trigger. Activate Den. Oh, they're just dead. Unless they block this. Yeah, so they have to block the Den. Yeah, block Den. Go to 3. So if they cast this off Foretell, as long as we block, we shouldn't die. Because it should only be like a 8/8. Or even if it's a 9/9. Yep. I knew that's exactly what it was. Just how big is it? It's an 8/8. Okay. So yeah, we just. Oh, do not activate. Pass, block. Now activate. Take. Nice. Squeak that one out. Kind of got really lucky by them getting that mana screwed. Alright, so they're going pretty big. So let's bring in Disdainful Stroke. And we'll just cut even more of these. Kind of stinks, like, but I feel like that's just how you have to play against mono green. We're on the draw too. That's going to be really tough. This hand is not going to do it. Oh, this hand's really slow. I really wasn't sure if we're playing playing like Snarls or something would be better than it, but I really doubt it. I really doubt that that's better. Okay, Geist Blaster's probably not getting through, so let's just do this. If we draw like one land, you know, one basic, one den, they're all fine. Like these, you know, because this enters tap, but then this one will be untapped. Because I would really like to just get this Alchemist down. I feel like that's the best chance to actually win. Okay. Slow start for them too, though. Hopefully it's just like tap out Old Growth Troll. And we can bounce it. And that wastes the counter from Pup too. Take a damage. Sculptor. I think we still just bounce that. We get this Scry too, try to get our land. Oh, they did have another land. Okay, land's good. Alright, they can Garruk us, but what are you gonna do? Yep. I don't know. I don't think I can afford to just like ask and hold a Disdainful Stroke, because they might just not even Garruk then and just play like Sculptor and another creature or something. It's hard as hell. Iteration's good. Burning Hands is sick. That's great. Just kill that now. Okay. We got some real gas in our hand here, and we also have Disdainful Stroke to hopefully... Okay, Lupine. That's fine. It doesn't get it trampled, or doesn't get the buff from foretelling it. I would love to have been able to Disdainful Stroke that, but don't forget to activate. Thermo. I think we get down Thermo because they're still at 18, which stinks, but like they're not killing us next turn or maybe even the turn after. And 2 Thermos, they're dead really fast, even if they're all the way at 18. Okay, yeah, we'll take 5 again. Activate this. Fire off the Electrostatic Blast. Down to 15, down to 14. Okay, that's not great. Activate. Electric Static Blast you. You can see how quickly they take a lot of damage. We hit land. Yeah, we're just playing this land. Or it's probably better to play this tap land. Does it matter? I don't think so. The only case it matters is it probably matters just enough to where if I disdainful stroke something and then I hit like a 1-mana spell off of this, then I get the value. Okay, I'll take 5 again. Sure. They attack with, I feel like attacking with Lair might be the play there. Alright, we're gonna have to hit something. Okay, that's great. That could do it. We could burn them out here. Electrostatic Blast, all we need is 1 spell and we get it. Sweet. Good game. Barely squeak it out against mono green. That's got to be an extremely bad matchup, in my opinion. But you can see, I played a second Thermal Alchemist and they're at 18, and this deck just does not run out of gas and absolutely incinerates you. That was a pretty sweet game. Oh! No! Am I dead? I think I'm dead. All they have to do is lair. Yeah. Oh no. There's nothing we can do about that, but oh no. They had inscription. Oh. And I like it. Yeah. Dang. There's just nothing I can do about that. That is tough. Yeah, now we're really dead. Man, I thought we had him. We get him down to 1, and that is the game. Yeah, fire up Hydra. Attack. It's just like 3/3, but that itself is lethal. Oh, they didn't activate it. Or they activate it now. All right. Good game, good game. Okay, so how did we feel about blue red burn? Cards from the Alchemy, Crimson Vow set help this archetype out a ton. Electrostatic Blast is nuts. Like, I feel like any red based deck that at least runs, like 12, 15-ish, like 12 to 16 instant sorceries is gonna want to play this. So like any red based burn deck or like red aggro deck is probably gonna be playing this. And then Geist Blaster seemed okay. I don't know. There's another 2-mana red creature from Crimson Vow. Right here, Keswick Flame Breather. It's another Thermal Alchemist effect. So if we wanted to be even more like evasive, you could play that over the Geist Blaster. But Geist Blaster being a prowess threat, we saw it hit for 4 and 5 damage sometimes as a 2-mana card, and you get its value by getting rid of something that was kind of mediocre, and it's found us expressive iterations several times, which is like, you know, really good. Thermal Alchemist is an all-star in this deck. It just contributes so much damage. There's so many times where Thermal Alchemist was literally just like 2 mana, deal 7 or 8, like, and then you know, consider Fading Hope, Play with Fire. These I feel like are all staples. Royal Eruption, Expressive Iteration, obviously. Bloodthirsty Adversary is a very strong card in this deck. Teralf's Disciple, it was good, and I really enjoyed being able to cast lightning bolts. But I don't know if it actually provides enough value. It might be better off to be like another, like, you know, just a 3-mana burn spell itself, or some other top-end creature, you know, top-end threat or something. Like the new Chandra maybe would be better off. But I definitely wanted to play with this card. But yeah, I definitely had to play with it. I loved casting Lightning Bolt and killing my opponents sometimes. So, and then sideboard, I really don't know what I mentioned a card I was gonna add, but I can't remember it now. But like, I feel like we have to have Cinderclasm for mono white, Burning Hands against mono green. Brittle Blast was pretty good for me. I don't know about how good Disdainful Stroke is right now. I feel like against mono green, Disdainful Stroke's actually pretty good. And Test of Talents, I feel like it's not necessary to have in your boards anymore, because I know Epiphany isn't going to be as much of a player, if it's a player at all. So anyways, that was Blue Red Burn. I think we went 3-2, and I had a lot of fun with those games. Deck's really fun to play, kind of wins out of nowhere sometimes, and I definitely thought we had that mono green match locked up. Definitely started celebrating too early. But yeah, had a ton of fun. So if you like the deck, you know, drop a like, comment. If you want to see more content like this, we're going to try to do more Alchemy content. And we stream like 3 times a week on our Twitch, sometimes 4, playing. We do paper Magic tournaments. We do like Modern, Pioneer, stuff like that. So if you want to catch us sometime in the stream, come chat with us. And there's links like our Discord, Twitter, Facebook. So if you want to join up on our Discord or anything like that, that's all in the description. But all right, thanks so much for watching. Peace, guys.